Franke and Jodi Hildebrandt, two YouTube influencers, appeared in 5th District Court in St. George for sentencing on 4 counts of aggravated child abuse, charges that pair pleaded guilty to in December. Washington County Attorney Eric Clark said this.
She committed horrible acts of child abuse.
From May to August in 2023, Ms. Franke and her business partner held her 2 children, ages 9 and 11, turning 12, in a concentration camp-like setting. The children were regularly denied food, water, beds to sleep in, and virtually all forms of entertainment.
Franke's defense attorney Lamar Winward said this.
In the very early days of my involvement with Ruby, she was somewhat defensive, and she was still very much indoctrinated into a philosophy that was destructive. She is open to feedback and addressing the consequences of her actions head on, and now ready to address your honor and accept your judgment.
Franke said this during her statement.
I was led to believe that this world was an evil place. My choice to believe and behave this paranoia culminated into criminal activity for which I stand before you today ready to take accountability.
Hildebrandt's attorney, Douglas Terry, said this.
My experience with Ms. Hildebrandt is that she is not the person that she has been portrayed to be. As is always the case in cases that come before courts, there are 2 sides. She has accepted responsibility in this case. She has entered into this plea agreement with a stipulated sentence of 4 consecutive sentences. She accepts responsibility and she accepts the consequences.
Hildebrandt had this to say.
I sincerely love these children. I desire for them to heal physically and emotionally. One of the reasons I did not go to trial is that I did not want them to emotionally relive the experience which would have been detrimental to them. My hope and prayer is that they will heal and move forward to have beautiful lives. I am willing to submit to what the state feels will be an appropriate amount of time served to make retribution.
Here is what District Judge John J. Walton had to say during the hearing.
Your conduct in this case was disastrous for these children. Adults are supposed to protect children. Adults with specialized training in particular are supposed to protect children. You didn't do that in this case. In this case, you terrorized children, and the results have been tragic. What happened to these children and your philosophy in dealing with them frankly seems detached from reality or any objective standard of decency or even common sense. And the court finds that it is appropriate that you serve a prison sentence.
This is Cody Blowers reporting for St. George News, your #1 source for local news.